What's up, everybody? This is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video. In this video, I'm just breaking y'all in on some information about money prep. Like right now, without panicking, without going nuts, without going bananas. The rest of the world is already probably doing that, but don't mean you got to participate. But you do need to be heightened awareness. You need to be paying more attention. Paying more attention costs money because it's time. But look, I wanted to get into real quick why you need to have some cash on hand. And when I say cash, I mean cash like this. Now, some of y'all gonna see what I just held up and be like, oh, yo, Major got all kind of money. We're gonna break down what I got in my hand right now. It's not what you think. So you got to use critical thinking when you're trying to prepare for something. Now, in most of my videos, I'm telling you how the money is beginning to be more and more useless, meaning, of course, inflation goes up. All that really means is no, your dollar is depreciating at that rate. So you keep seeing gas go up like that, that means your dollar is disintegrating. Like I put in those videos, it's just burning up, poof. Everybody keeps complaining, oh, why are you charging for the survival checklist and why you do? Look, you're supposed to be investing in help for you and your family. Other channels sell t-shirts, coffee mugs. They got their channel monetized through YouTube, so they make money every time a video, a marketing commercial comes on during their video. They making money. I don't have that set up yet. I'll probably try to do that if the world is still here to do that in. But for right now, this is major how I assist me and my family when I'm making these videos. I have small businesses. I'm a consultant, so on and so forth. I'm not some rich millionaire. You know, people go to Anthony Robbins seminars and all these, Les Brown and Zig Ziglar when he was alive, and a whole bunch of speakers talking about real estate, how to flip houses. Y'all paying them $1,200 to sit there and think y'all gonna learn something and then still can't flip no houses. I used to do that too. This ain't that conversation. I'm just saying. So that's why I say my survival checklist is below. I don't sell coffee mugs, t-shirts, or anything, even though I've had subscribers tell me, yo, Major, that's a great slogan for a t-shirt. Don't be scared, be prepared. I'm just not the t-shirt mug kind of guy, holding the mugs with Major on there. That's somebody else to do that. But you do, or you can show appreciation by, for one, subscribing to the channel like you've been doing, 2, liking the video, and then 3, downloading my survival checklist. Even if you just want to support Major, you can download that. If you don't need it, just give it to somebody else. Give it to somebody in your family. You'll send it to them. At least they got a guide on what they need to put in the house, or they got something formatted that makes it less stressful and a little easier to navigate through trying to get a few things set up for the house, things you're going to need. So that's what the survival checklist is for. I'm not ashamed to charge for it because that's what I do. I'm an entrepreneur. So my skill sets and what I know and knowledge and the time I took to put it together, so on and so forth, I think that has a value added to it. And time producing it. So definitely part of my life went to put that information on paper. So all of y'all out there saying, oh, you should be trying to help people by giving the list away. I help people many other ways. I'm on the phones at night. People are contacting me. I'm just talking to people, trying to help them over the phone. I'm charging nothing for that. I wouldn't ask them any money. Y'all don't know what I'm helping people with. So until you are, your name is God or something, and then you can see inside of me and outside of me and know exactly what I do every day, you can just keep it moving and you ain't even got to hit this channel. But for all of y'all that stay tuned for the information, yo, if you appreciate it, download the checklist. Right now, it's probably with inflation, my checklist probably lower cost than a cup of Starbucks Frappuccino. Yeah, right about now, that cup of Joe gonna be almost what my survival checklist is. So which one got more utility? Anyway, look, y'all see me in this video. We're gonna get started. I was holding up some money like this. About to go in the club, make it rain, right? Nah, not going to no club, and I ain't about to make it rain. Nothing that I work for. Nah, not me. I might go in Harbor Freight and throw up some money and make it rain up in Harbor Freight. I might go up in Tractor Supply and be making it rain up in there, buying stuff up in there for what I need around the house and the farm and the land and so on and so forth. I'm not thinking about investing in Nothing but stuff that can help me help my family more, or help me help somebody down the road, or help me somebody break down in their car and I got the stuff that they need to get them back going again, or whatever. That's what I'm doing. So talking about the money that was in my hand, here I'm gonna show y'all what I got going and what you need to kind of prep for at your house. Because see, a lot of people kind of afraid to keep money in the house. You should be more afraid to keep money in the bank right about now. You should be not afraid of anything, but you should be more suspicious the banks, and because that's their business. Their whole business is to make money off of you while providing you a service. But at the end of the day, when all else fails and the economy goes kaput, goes down to little or nothing, on its way down, they can seize your funds. They can shut your account down. It's all digital stuff to them anyway. It's just a computer. It's probably some AI device running everything, and when it gets to a certain threshold, it's going to shut down. So when people start pulling more cash out. Look, are pulling more cash out of the bank right now. They will shut this down. They will shut that system down. You don't own it. You think you don't own nothing anyway? Well, you definitely don't own the bank. Just like you don't own the church you go to. You can't get in that. You can't even get in your church building when it closed. They didn't give you no keys, did they? Nah, nah, not most of your churches and cities, and you ain't got no keys to get in. So you ain't running nothing there either. How much more you think a bank gonna let you have access to something if your local church don't trust you enough to give you a set of keys to the church house? I'm waiting. I hear crickets. Okay. Well, let's keep moving forward. So the money that I was holding up, I'm about to break into why you need to have some cash at home, but then also what kind of cash you need to have and why. So here we go. So you're going to need some cash on hand, because even while stuff is collapsing, look, when stuff is going stupid on the streets and you need to navigate, find your way out of something and do this and do that, it's going to take a minute for the street version of the dollar to die. Matter of fact, when the system version die, it might take might take a little while. People still going to be using that paper because that's the only thing you can trade with until things calm down and get back to some kind of normal, whatever that is. Like I always say, until then, you're going to have to do with what you got. So this green stuff that say, "In God we trust," on it, I don't know which God they talking about. Probably do some due diligence and you'll probably find out it's exactly the opposite of what you think it is. But anyway, we're not getting into that right now in this conversation. But the symbols and stuff on the money, y'all know how I get down. I like to ramble. The symbols and stuff on your dollar, e pluribus unum and all that stuff, it means stuff. It means it is finished. Look, y'all talking one world government, the antichrist, all that, the beast system. You already been in it, beloved, beloveds. You've already been using it. You've been born into that system. The best way to make you think something is coming that already happened was to tell you and me that that's in the future. That's coming. Nah, you got continuation of the same system. The elevation, the technologizing. That's not even a word. I just made that up. Like E40 be making up his words, so I just made up a word. Technologizing, the different levels of technology, they're just adding to the system. So when you reboot the old and make it fall, you can wipe out a whole bunch of your debt, your big corporate debt. Then at the same time, you can break the people down and make them take the next level of whatever it is you got for them. At that point, a lot of people will just be like, yeah, give me that. Yeah, this is too much. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. I'll take it. You already took it. 1930s, whatever year it was, 1927, 1930, whatever, whenever the Federal Reserve came online, that started the system right there. It was actually being planned and plotted way before then, and positioned, but it was already the system. You already been in it. So stop thinking that the mark of the beast is coming. You already, here, hold up. You already been using it. So it says in the book, y'all call it the Bible, in the book, even though the Hebrew name for the book ain't the Bible, but in the book, it's talking about every person will not be able to buy or sell unless you have the mark in the forehead and in the hand. What that means is how you move dollars around in your hand, right? You got to pass it to the person at the register in your hand. In your forehead mean probably your pineal gland, the deepest part of your thought processes and intellect and all of that. It is seared inside of there that you have to have this in order to survive. So you already got the mark in your hand. It even got a mark on here at the bottom, somebody's signature down there. It got his mark on there. That's the mark. So in the hand and in the forehead, you use it in your hand, and then it's fully embedded in every aspect of so-called society that we engage in. Every aspect. You gotta buy everything. Just like you gotta buy my survival checklist because it's costing me money to give it to you. They got this whole system rigged up to where everything costs you. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. Y'all see what you already involved in, so stop saying in the comments, the mark of the beast is coming, blah blah blah. Y'all like so far behind, like they got 100-year jump on you. It's not even funny. You battling with something that's hundreds of years in front of you with technology, and you're thinking for some reason that you can somehow outsmart it by doing what the books say. Well, that looked like the only version of what to do, but overseas, everybody don't know what's in that book. They don't have that book. If you've been out of this country and traveled overseas and investigated, not just been out of the country and then didn't look into it, but if you start traveling overseas and investigate it, you'll find out that a whole big part of the world don't have that book, don't know that name you keep calling on. Like I said, they don't know nothing about that. They might have heard about it in a different aspect. They're not hearing about it and then run into it. They run into their way. But anyway, let's get into the topic. That was extra. I didn't charge you for it. That was just extra. It was free. So anyway, that just gets your thoughts, moving on some stuff. But look, what you're looking at here is this box. Let me show you real quick. Let me put the phone down. So what you're looking at, look, hold up. I'm going to fake it out. Play like I'm a big time rapper. I got all this money. I got all this money. Yo, this is like $1,000, yo. Here's what you need to be doing. You need to be getting tens at the highest denomination. You need to be getting 20s. The lowest denominations, you need ones right now. So if you look at all this stuff, this is maybe $1,500. I got some fives. I had a whole bunch of tens, but I used them for something. So I got all these ones and fives and a few 20s. You could use some tens too. But what you want to do with this stuff is you want to, I used to save up dollars from my change too. So part of this stuff is from dollars I saved up over time, see, and then I stick them in these wrappers, and then each one of these is $100. So you got this fat stack, that's just $100. So you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's just $900. Okay. So it's not a whole bunch of money. But why you need it broken down like that is because what you're going to want to do, if everything goes south, and you're trying to move around on the streets and say systems are down, banking systems are down, say ATMs are down, that's why you got to stash some cash at home. And I got a video that says stash some gas. Well, this one is stash some cash. Not for the reasons you're thinking, maybe. Not to save up to buy something. This is emergency cash. This is in my bug out bag. This is, I got it in this case, where I can, this little plastic cup, I could just grab it and go. I got it in this case. I can just grab it and go, throw it in my backpack or throw it in another bag or whatever. And this will assist me with moving from one area to the other if registers are down, if ATMs are down. Because what you don't want is be stashing cash at home. You got all these hundreds. You got all these hundreds, okay? So what's going to happen is, say a crazy situation plays out and you got to get out of your area, get to another area. on your way to the other area, you got to get some gas. You got to stop and still get some more stuff on the way. You need to, whatever you're doing, you might not be fully prepared at that moment. You might stop and get some gas or do whatever. Well, if the pumps are down and you had to parlay some money or something, barter something to get some gas from somebody else or whatever, you do not want to be giving somebody $100 for something that really they only trying to get $40 for, because you ain't got no change and he ain't got no change. So you want to have ones on you so you can move around a little bit freer, some fives, some tens. Don't go stack up on 50s and 100s and all of that stuff, because yeah, it's smaller amounts to add up to a higher total, so it's easier to carry, but it don't have a lot of utility when it comes down to people not having change available to give you, or items that you might try to purchase from somebody, but like I said, they ain't got no change on them. You know, most people ain't carrying cash on them now. They'll take cash. People will take cash for something, but they might not be able to give you no change. So you don't want to be paying $50, $60, $70 over for something somebody only want $40 for, and then just because you don't have the right denominations. So it'd be wise to, one, start moving some funds out of your bank account, saying, boy, I'm kind of scared to keep it at home. Then, I mean, take your chances, but I much rather somebody take it from where I got it than when I need to go get it, they take it. Because all the banks got to do is lock the doors. You're not getting, what are you getting? Look, they don't normally have enough cash on hand anyway. If you go to the bank right now, you and thousands of other people trying to go get their money out, there ain't enough cash, even if they was going to keep the doors unlocked. Ain't enough cash. So what's going to happen is, if they say a cyber attack occurred, or that's what they say it is, and the banks end up saying, well, because, you know, a year or two back, Bank of America, all the Bank of Americas on the East Coast had shut down. It was like 3 years ago. And I had a buddy, a friend of mine, she's a branch manager at one of the banks. And so I drove over there because I need to get my funds out, because I'm like, yo, this is like red alert. Something's up. She said, Major. I said, all the banks in Georgia look like they having problems, all the Bank of America. She said, it was all the ones on the East Coast. They said, we can take in transactions, we can take in deposits, but we can't get nothing out. Oh, that's funny. Your computers work to receive deposits, but they not working to withdraw money. That's odd, isn't it? Well, that's what had happened. So this has been going on all around the country, a little bit here, a little bit there, like they beta testing or something. I don't know. But they get ready for the thing, whatever the thing is, and they got their processes in place. So y'all watch them disaster movies, right? Where the United States is being attacked, and then the vice president's the only one left, and the president's gone. Somebody died, and now he's taken over as president. And first thing he do on the phone is, all right, tell Wall Street shut it down, shut the stock market down. Then get on. I don't want them doing a run on the bank, so go and shut the banks down. He do that from the phone. Let's pick it up. Now they probably got AI. They probably just clap twice. Got an AI clapper. Clap, clap. Close banks. All right, banks are closed. Close stock market. Stock market's closed. So they can just do that with a phone call, man. The money that you have in there, whatever its value ends up being, you're gonna want to at least have access to it, right? You're not gonna want to not have access to it when you really need it, even if you gotta pay double, triple for something you really need, and you ain't got access to it. That's going to be very detrimental, not only for your day, probably for the long term. So I'm not a financial advisor. This is Major's opinions. This is what I do. I don't keep all my stuff in one place. So you hit me here, I'm going to still have something somewhere else. That's not the issue. The issue is you need to have the proper denominations of cash on you in case we hit a situation where things go south. You want to still be able to navigate as long as you can on the streets, because from the TV, from the news and the media, they don't live in the real world. They got their shelters, they got their clubs they know where to go to escape all of this. So we got to deal with it. So Try to prepare to stash some cash. If you got a lot of cash in the bank, you got a little bit of homework to do. You got some issues. Um, that's one reason why I'm glad I don't have a lot of money, because that's a whole nother problem too. People with a lot of cash right now are panicking. They trying to dump it in whatever they can dump it in. They got a value that's going to be higher than $1. And so now it's about, you amassed all of this stuff, and you say you got a couple of mil. You got a couple of mil in your retirement, your 401k thing or something. Well, I feel for you right now, because you leave it in there, it's definitely gonna get wiped out. Yeah, I wouldn't care nothing about no penalties. My opinion, I would snatch my stuff out as quick as I could and start purchasing what I need to survive in the near future. And you want to survive and thrive, of course, but you ain't gonna be feeling very thrivey when you don't have nothing put in the ground. You ain't got no seeds sown. What it say in the book? The book will tell you a lot of cool stuff now, and there's some true stuff up in there. There's wise sayings in there, Proverbs. I mean, if you ain't sowing no seeds, what you expecting? Some crops. Why you expecting crops? The same thing with your money. You sowed some seeds and it grew. Well, you're gonna have to take that and transform that into some different kind of seeds so you can get something growing down the road. Otherwise, this little paper to say, "In God we trust." Like I said, which God are we talking about? Are we talking about Zeus? Or which Greek god are we talking about? In God we trust don't mean what you think it means. You better do some research on that. I ain't gonna get into the religious aspects or what you think you believing in versus what you know. We'll talk about that on another video, but right now what you need to know is keep making your moves. This is just a assistive piece that might help you, get on the ball with that piece, because you see these lights on? There ain't no guarantee after you pay that bill or before you pay that bill that this is gonna keep working. You living in a fairy tale if you think you got a guaranteed. You wasn't never supposed to have guaranteed luxury. That's an extra piece. This whole last 120 years of existence has been a big extra piece for the mass public. This has been an experiment of epic proportions. Yeah, let's try it. We'll give them a little something. So let's see how this works out over the next. They planning 20, 30 years in front of us, maybe longer, but at least that. And with that type of planning and that type of eat, drink, and sleep, that style of power and that kind of power play ability to make people do what you want to do while you making them think that they are doing this, when in reality they really doing this. It got you saying words over here, you think it means this, but it really means that. They got you telling you we're going to do this, but it's really, we're going to try to stabilize fuel prices. What's that? How you going to stabilize something that then already got out of control, and you're the one with the button making it go out of control? Why are you saying stabilize anything? So see, it's all cliche stuff. But look, this video wasn't supposed to be this long. This was a quick video. I'm tired, y'all. Been working, getting stuff ready. Survival boot camp. We should be totally up and running this weekend. We've had a lot of rain. So we were going to chop down some stuff on the grounds, but it's a little mushy right now for the heavy tractor to get up in there. It's just going to make a bunch of ruts. So hopefully this weekend it's going to get cold. It's supposed to drop down in my area. It's supposed to drop down like 24 degrees this weekend. That's another thing y'all got to be careful of, to watch the weather. Not to be scared about it, but so you know what's coming. They got radar. They got devices telling you, oh, thunderstorms come. Oh, snow's coming. Oh, temperature's going to drop next week. If you're not paying attention to what's actually a utility, you wait till it's right up on you before you know what's going on. So I already know it's gonna drop down to 24 this weekend. So I had to put the plastic back up here on the porch, because check it out. This is something else y'all could kind of see, because we grow a lot of vegetables. And this is off topic. This is off topic. I just want to show you real quick. I don't want to stretch this video out too long, but look, we grow a lot of vegetables. We had to pull them in from outside. Got banana leaves, all these seedlings and stuff over here. This is all kind of vegetables growing. So springtime, plant your seedlings now, and then when springtime gets here, you got stuff already grown up. When you go transfer it to your actual dirt outside, then you got your vegetables are going to grow a lot quicker. You don't have to wait from seed time till a couple of months to see this. We already growing this indoors, so that when we transfer it outside, we can get our vegetables quicker. But I had to put the plastic back up because this cold front's coming. So just know that your weather patterns are going to be changing like crazy. Be aware of that. A friend of mine was in Iowa last week. She said a tornado came through, big tornado. She sent me some pictures. A lot of people, 6 or 7 people passed away from that. But then also, within 24 hours, they had 4 to 5 inches of snow, like a blizzard came through the next morning. I ain't seen nothing like that before. So y'all see the weather patterns are changing. Stuff going on out there in the universe. Y'all don't even know what's going on. The stars are lining up. People are reading the stars. They've been doing that for thousands of years. The time and season call for this. Every 25,000 years, the sun cycle changes. That's why you got a devouring sun, not a nurturing sun. People already knew that that's coming because it's already been information passed on that got hijacked, taken by some folks. And when they stop passing that information through the tribes, because ain't hardly no more tribes, then it's a lost art now to read the stars, astrology and astronomy and all that stuff. But anyway, y'all see how I ramble. That was extra information for you. Let me get off this video. I'm tired of going here and get something to eat. Try to get ready. 5 a.m. I'm up every morning hitting it. So Major will be coming at you again with another kind of cool video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Remember, the link is down there for the Survival Bootcamp. Got people signing up right now. Once you sign up, you'll see the information. I got some downloads. I figured out how to put the free download things on the website on that particular page, so you can download the information there for the Survival Bootcamp. SafetyComplianceAgency.com. Also, the links down here for the survival checklist. If you want to support Major, you can hit any of them links, and everything helps. $5.99 for the survival checklist. Ain't a lot of money, but if y'all keep sending them like y'all doing, it's helping. We really appreciate it. Me and my family, y'all really supporting us with that, and I really thank you and appreciate it. So till the next, don't be scared. Be prepared. This is Major. I had to get a breath. I'm tired. Signing off. Go relax tonight. Get you a drink, sip on something, get some wine or something, chill, and get back at it tomorrow. This is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video. Peace.